All right, now we're recording. Welcome to the team call, you guys. Thanks for hopping on. Um, you know, crazy time, and I don't want to focus on talking about everything that's going on in the world, but I do want to talk tonight about how this is affecting and impacting our business. I have been at both ends of the spectrum with what's going on in the world, with not wanting to take advantage of the situation, not wanting to take, advantage of people's situations and have them feel like I'm just, out to get them now because of their situation and be salesy. And then I've been at the other end of the spectrum where it's like, this is our opportunity to share what we have. Whatever you've been feeling, I'm sure I've been feeling it as well. I've been going back and forth and having so many conversations here. And, you guys all know it's been my goal to go full-time Beachbody by the fall. Kind of doing it right now. I kind of got forced into it sooner. And it's a weird feeling because it's not kind of how I expected everything to happen. And, I am still teaching, but it's weird. And who knows if we're going to go back in this school year. So I put together some thoughts tonight. I put together some resources that I've been getting via email. And towards the end of this call, I really want us to kind of come together and chat about some thoughts, chat about our businesses, chat about how, we're going to keep improving and, really offering people this gift that we have during this time, especially. Okay, so as always, news and updates, retreat update. This impacts Kelly, Mickey, and Brittany. It is still TBD. We are trying to wait until the end of March to really make that decision, but it's probably going to be postponed. If it's postponed, that just means that then probably more of you have the time to hit diamond and be on it for whenever it's rescheduled to. You guys, this is my hair air dried. I look like a freaking dude right now. I'm sorry. 10 rounds came out this week to coaches only. Here's what that means. So if you have a new client who you're enrolling and they want to get started with 10 rounds, like today I sent out a whole package information, and I did include the 10 rounds packaging information in there. I will have to enroll her as a coach. So that's all that means. If you have a client who wants to take advantage of the early access, they have to upgrade their account to the coaching membership. Okay, not a big deal. They can eventually switch back if they so choose, but they'll get 10 rounds at a discount. So I'm still talking about 10 rounds as if it is open to everybody right now. And if this girl ends up wanting to do the 10 rounds package, then she's a discount coach underneath me, which, gets me one step closer to my next business center being diamond, which is awesome. If you guys need help figuring out how to purchase the add-on, definitely let me know. Builders page, just to make you guys aware of that. If you hit Success Club, you are in the builders page. We have different kind of fun things that we do every single day, Monday through Friday in there. There's a summit ticket special. I think it's still going on. I think it's $170. Obviously, summit is probably up in the air right now. If you want to still go to Summit, I would still encourage you to buy your ticket, and Beachbody's been great about doing refunds for this past Success Club trip that got canceled. They refunded us all, like our $300 non-refundable deposit, they still refunded us. So if you're like, yeah, I really want to go to Summit, I hope it doesn't get canceled, still buy your ticket. And then retention points are something new that Beachbody is trying out right now within the company. I have a weird wonky Success Club 5 right now because of retention points. And if your previous month's customers order this month, that's a customer retention, a customer who's, still purchasing products, and you will earn Success Club points. So there's a lot of information about that in the coach office, but it's kind of cool because all of a sudden I got an email. It's like, hey, you got another Success Club point. I'm like, oh, dang, that's pretty awesome. So speaking of Success Club, we've got Katie just freaking slaying our board at Success Club 16. Way to go, girlfriend. This is making me hustle my booty off, which I always love. I am at Success Club 5. We've got Kaylin at Success Club 4. Fingers crossed. Her next client is going to check out tonight, which will then make her an Emerald coach tomorrow. So sending all the good vibes your way. We've got Sam W. also at 4. We've got Brittany at 2. Brittany hit diamond last week. I know that we all did our part in showering her with so much love. So incredibly proud of her. Lexi is at 2. Kelly, Mickey, and Jordan are also at 2. So my hope is that this call fires us up to continue to do some amazing work and lead with a servant's heart. So Josh Coates was our guest speaker on Run Wild Hustle Shine last week. And if you guys missed that call, you need to watch the recording. He was incredible. I did order his book. I'm waiting on it to come in. I subscribed to his podcast, haven't listened to it yet, but now I am subscribed to his emails. And I got an email from him today. And my next 3 slides I pulled from his email. There's a lot of words on the slide. I will read them to you, but I kind of want to chat because it really got like my gears kind of going and thinking about this call. Okay. If you have something you really believe helps people, which is our business, you're an ass if you don't offer it. People are stuck at home, watching the latest news, surrounded by negativity. Just because some people don't want what you have to offer or maybe get offended that you're offering anything at all doesn't mean that you should leave all the other people hanging that do want what you have to offer. And that really, really hit me because I know that there have been a couple of us that have gotten some like negative feedback or negative comments, or, you know, in my mind, I keep seeing, oh my gosh, well, Lululemon's doing, you know, live streaming workouts and Pure Barre is and Cycle Bar is, and oh my gosh, the market is just so saturated right now. And of course, you know, I had that thought yesterday. So of course, if you have that thought, like we're all human, we all have these thoughts, but and John and I, when we were on our walk yesterday, he said to me, he goes, you have something that all those other things don't, and it's your community. It is your community. And today there was a virtual workout session going on in the middle of the freaking day with 9 of us on there. And it was so cool. It was so cool. We're going to try to get that rolling a lot more and give you guys more of like a heads up so that hopefully you guys can hop on with us. That community piece. I had somebody reach out to me today and said, you know, I've been so wishy-washy. I need this. I need to jump in, send me packages. You're an inspiration and I want to be a part of your community. And she used the word community. We have something different than everybody else does. We have something that if you've been doing these programs long enough and you've seen a program go through from start to finish and you've gotten a mental transformation, a physical transformation, the whole community side of it, you know in your heart of hearts that what we have to offer is incredible and it can change people's lives. I have friends who are just like sitting at home, just like binging show after show after show. And like, that's great for some of your day. Like John and I started a new Netflix series. We watch 1 to 2 episodes a day, but throughout the entire day, I'm working my business. And I think it is so incredible that I have something that makes me want to pour into rather than just sit on the couch, eat and binge and do all the negative things. That I want to pour into something more positive. So I really want you guys to reframe that the market is not saturated right now. We're going to talk about how to set ourselves apart even more. We have something incredible with our community. We need to be talking about our community. We need to be sharing screenshots of our free group, screenshots of our boot camp, doing the virtual workouts. We need to be doing all of that because right now people are lonely. People are really freaking lonely. In our community, I don't feel lonely because I have you guys, because of the virtual community that we've built. So don't be an ass and offer it. Okay, so that was kind of long-winded. If this is your business, which like for me, I'm like moving towards full-time. Some of you are like part-time hustle. Some of you are hobby hustle. Does not matter what it is. This is still a business of yours that you have. I hope it's your purpose, but it's also your job. Never feel bad about waking up and doing your job. When you said yes to be a coach, you said, yes, I'm signing up to have another job. Okay. Don't ever feel bad about waking up and doing it. It's the thing that maybe feeds your kids. It's a thing that fills your gas tank. It's a thing that's buying you groceries. Maybe you don't have an income right now because of what's going on in the world. If people are going to get offended by you offering and sharing this, they're not feeding your kids. They're not paying your bills. You need to keep showing up. You need to keep doing your job. And this always brings me back to like my story that I always tell. That's part of my story. My super close girlfriends here at home really came at me hard about Beachbody, and they really came at me super negative about what I was doing and just did not understand it. And they still really don't understand it. And there was a period of time when I was really in my head about, should I pull back? Should I not do some of these things, this, because of what they were saying? And it took me a while, but I climbed through and I said, you know what? They're not in charge of my happiness. They're not in charge of my finances. They're not in charge of my greater purpose that I feel that I was called to do by having this business. And so I want you guys to remember that in this time. There may be trolls out there. There may be people who are offended by what you're doing. But you know what? We said yes to this opportunity to change lives. What's going on in the world right now does not change that. We should still be focused on changing lives now, I think, more than ever. Absolutely more than ever. So when times are rough, you're going to get more rude messages than normal. Welcome to working with people. When times are rough, you'll have more people than normal, less committed. Welcome to leadership. When the world goes through a crisis, it will be harder to keep your own shit together. Welcome to being human. Monday, I really struggled with working my business and figuring this out and being at home, because I do really well when I come home from teaching and I have like my, couple hour block in the evening and I'm like, go, go, go. It's like, holy crap, I have a full day. What in the world am I going to do? Like, yes, I've done it on weekends or snow days or spring breaks or whatever, but like, this is different. I've seen, my boot campers kind of falling off because they're just kind of sitting at home like, what am I doing? Even some coaches within our team, they may be, kind of taking a step back because the world is just different. But when you guys said yes to coaching, you said yes to stepping into that leadership role, whether you have a team underneath you or not. You are all leaders, and I express that to you guys so much. So just know, people on your social media are looking to you right now. They're looking to you to be that positive light. They're looking to you to be that leader, to be that example, to set that tone. And if you follow, how you would want your team or your clients to show up, you're going to attract those people. You're going to set that tone. Don't be afraid to step into that leadership role. I think Ashley Feldison talked about leadership today on her stories, and she did a really, really nice job about it. Okay. So I had a couple one-on-one calls today with Olivia and Kaylin, and we got on the topic of chatting about physical Instagram posts. And this is kind of related to what's going on here, but also kind of not. So number one, we were saying like, okay, well, we need more content. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, people are going to see me on my couch. People are going to see me in my kitchen. People are going to see me in my basement. People are just going to see me in my house. Holy crap, they're going to get so sick of seeing me in my house. And then I said, stop. This is everybody's reality right now. It is 1000% okay to be posting picture after picture after picture in your house. It's also okay to repurpose some photos. You've seen me starting to, repurpose some pictures that I have from Hawaii or things like that. It's absolutely okay to sprinkle in here and there, but like, don't feel bad about your content looking very similar right now. It is our life. And on that note, you guys, we've been talking. So we have a leadership text thread. It's me, Danielle, Mackenzie, Sam Zaremski, and Sam Homa. We're all in this text thread. And we were talking about how like physical posts just aren't really like the vibe on Instagram right now. Everything's on stories. And so, yes, I still do a handful of like my power posts a week, 2 to 3 power posts with like some good captions. But it's really less of like the influencer type vibe. Like people are vibing way more with you posting more in the moment, more what you're doing at that day and time than you really posing for like the perfectly curated content. And this actually happened. It was like almost 2 weekends ago. I got a new t-shirt. It was like a bright pink Detroit t-shirt. And John and I went outside for a walk, and I said, hey, I really need a picture. Will you take one? So I was like standing like in our little like patio, and he was taking it. I'm like, God, I hate all of these. And he's like, you're just like posing just to like take a picture. He goes, you just got to take a picture like in the moment of you like actually doing something. So John and I snapped a selfie instead, because that's what we were doing in that moment. We were together. I waited a day or two and I posted it, and that posted so well. And I said, screw the other pictures that John was taking of me outside, because it just seemed too forced. So if it feels like you're forcing it too much, take a step back, reevaluate your situation, and just know that people are going to more gravitate to your real life when it comes to physical Instagram posts. Kaylin and I were also talking today about like where, do you get your captions for those 2 to 3 power posts a week? Personal development, you guys will hear me say that all the time. Always, always, always personal development is where I pull a lot from. I will pull a lot from my story, who I was before, who I am now, where I'm going, like my goals. I will also, think about my fitness community. What do I love about fitness? Well, I don't have late fees. I don't have to feel weird in the gym, and I can pull a lot from fitness. Then I think about coaching in the business and finances. I can pull a lot from there. So just know you guys have all this content, and you can repurpose things that you talk about, just rephrase things in a different way, because you never know who is just tapping to like, who's actually stopping to read at that moment in time. So definitely, don't worry about feeling like you're repeating yourself in a couple of your power post captions. So let's talk about Instagram stories right now. And we're really going to dive into this again towards the end. Instagram stories, you guys, is where it's at. You guys know this. Our team does a great job of this, but you need to be sharing more than just Beachbody. People thrive off of hearing more than just Beachbody. Especially right now, they want to be entertained. They want, to see other things that's going on in your life. So we're going to be brainstorming a couple ideas, but your IG stories should be where you are publicly inviting. I'm going to start publicly inviting every single day. You saw it today. I did like a little swipe thing. Every single day, I'm going to be publicly inviting on my Instagram stories. Who's ever watching that is fair game for me to invite. Do not discount Instagram stories. Do not. That's gold right now. That's where, in our leadership thread, like we were texting about that's like where we're getting all of like our coaching recruits from. It's not a physical Instagram post anymore. It's our Instagram stories. Okay, so let's dive into this a little bit more. And this is where I want us to kind of all come together and like brainstorm. So how can we add value right now in a space that does seem a little overly saturated right now? It's not, we're different, but I want to see you guys over the next couple days, tonight, tomorrow, Friday, this weekend. I want you to ask your Instagram audience what they want to see from you, what questions they have, what are they interested in, what would they be curious about you making an IGTV about. You guys step out of your comfort zone, okay? We all think about like different ways to add value, but this is an area that we can all grow. And I said this to Olivia today, like we can all grow in coming up with different ways to add value. So what are some ideas? Makeup and hair tutorials. Every time I curl my hair and do a full face of makeup, I at least have a handful of DMs saying, oh my God, how do you curl your hair? Oh my God, your makeup looks so good. And it's like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing, but if you guys really want to know, so I've got more free time on my hands than normal. So I'm probably going to make one of these. You guys may not have more free time on your hand than normal. You may be very much used to working at home. Like I know Kaylin, like this is her norm. She works at home every single day, and Jordan's at home with her kids every single day. Like I get that, but like if you have some pockets of time because you know that your outside audience is living something that's out of their norm right now, you need to kind of start thinking of how you can set your account apart from somebody else's to make them wanting to keep coming back. Netflix and book recommendations, your favorite workout clothing brands, product brands, things like that, not just Beachbody. Sharing resources for teachers. You guys, so many teachers were DMing me today when I was posting things about my students that finally I just had to like talk on my Instagram stories and be like, okay, this is what I'm using. This is what I did. I didn't realize that I needed to spell it out like this. And I was like, okay, I really need to. Bible study, faith stuff recommendations, sharing funny moments that happen in your day. If you guys, oh my God, they're probably down already. I don't know. Did anybody see this yesterday? Does anybody follow Ashley Molstead and Emily Favre? Okay, number 1 and number 3 coach in Beachbody. Ashley Molstead is Emily Favre's upline. They played Truth or Dare yesterday on their Instagram stories back and forth for the quarantine. I could not look away. I was laughing so hard. One of them like dared their husband to do their makeup. The other one dared them to put on all their clothing in their closet. Another one dared them like to jump in their pool fully clothed. Another one dared them to do like, it was so funny to call somebody and like sell them toilet paper for like $5 a roll. It was so funny. And they just provided this great entertainment on Instagram that like made me want to not look away. Like I watched all of Ashley's stories, even though I saw all of Emily's stuff on there, I still went over to Emily's and watched all of her stuff. It was hilarious. And I'm not saying like if that's not something that you want to do, that's fine. Like you don't have to like recreate what they're doing, but think about funny ways, entertaining ways. What could you do? It's just, it was great. If you guys, when we get off this call, see if any of them are still up, because I'm telling you, it was gold. Virtual workouts on Zoom with people and how to organize different spaces. So from this list, and you guys can either unmute yourself or drop it in the chat, do you guys have any other thoughts for how we can add value, some topics, some ideas? I know Jordan is our mom on the team. She can be doing like different kind of mom hacks right now, sharing things to do at home with a busy toddler. What you guys got for me? Other ideas? I know I kind of packed you full of a lot.
So I was thinking, I actually got a message today. So I graduate on May 2nd, and so we're not allowed to meet with clients like right now because we can't do telecommunication or anything like that. And so we are allowed to do like self-care assessments and personality assessments with friends, family, or other individuals that want to take part. So I actually thought about, I did a little Instagram story earlier and I deleted it because I just felt too dumb. But I kind of like in the video I tied it in like self-care to health and wellness. And I feel like I just don't know how people will react to that. Like, because I can count that if someone fills out a self-care assessment and I kind of interpret that with them, I can count that as a direct hour. For me, that's very beneficial because I have to have it. But just like you do with teaching, that's kind of what I thought about doing with
I love that. And I don't think that you should be afraid to put that out there on your social media, because it's something different that you personally offer that like I could never do. And to just put things into perspective, yesterday I made my first IGTV about a workout and I felt absurd about it. And John looked at me, he goes, "You haven't been this self-conscious to post something on Instagram in a while." He's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I don't know. Are people even gonna like find it valuable? Like, what in the world?" And like, you should have seen me like texting like Mackenzie and Danielle about it. And like, I literally, it was like 13 minutes long. And they were like, "Dude, no, like it can't be 13 minutes long. Like, what are you thinking?" So I had to completely redo it. And so like, we all go through those processing thoughts about like, is it going to be good enough? Are we going to add value? And at the end of the day, just put it out, because if you even help one person, it's worth it. It's totally worth it, you know?
right.
Any other thoughts on how we can add value and get this rolling?
I don't know if anybody else has coffee experience, but I was kind of thinking so many people are used to like going and getting their coffee every morning. Like if I started making like healthier like coffees that you can make at home, like try to share that kind of content. I don't know, people like their coffee.
I love that idea. I love that. I don't know if Olivia's still on the call or if she had to run because I know she had something to do, but she does her nails at home. And I told her today because my shellac is about to come off. I'm probably going to soak it off. I don't know how to do my like gel shellac nails at home. I told her, I said, you need to do like an IGTV, a tutorial, something about how you do like your nice nails at home because so many people can't go to nail salons right now. So like think of like things that you just like do every day that you don't even think about, or like, you know, every week, like your routines, like what could add value.
Or like in the same token, trying to find things that like people regularly go out to eat, like pizza, or like things that people are craving and missing, and like find a way to make them at home with a tortilla, you know what I mean? Or something like
Yeah.
that.
I love that. Yep. Yeah. Like healthy hacks to like make this at home, make that at home. Absolutely.
Something that, so I don't know like what other states have been doing, but Colorado like closed access to all gymnasiums. So nobody can even like go to the gym anymore. And I know like that's kind of essentially what we do, but like I have put it out there once and I'm probably going to do it again tonight, just like offering people a week's worth of like free workouts. And just sending them like an email put together of, you know, like here's this sample workout, here's this sample workout. And then you have people like intrigued by these at-home workouts too, because people don't want to just like sit at home for a whole 30 days. So that could essentially like help your business too. But I've been getting like a ton of responses from that too. So
Yep. So even though I'm not advertising like our free group because it kicks off on Monday, if people want wellness resources, this is what I'm sending them. I do send them the free group because it's still going on. I also put like, of course, I have a full year groups here. And then I did all the links just exactly how I posted them in our free group. And then I also attached the calendar. So adding, you know, just adding value like this, like don't recreate the wheel, use what we have in our, you know, free group right now to definitely be sending out to people. Love it. Yeah, I know. Tomorrow in our free group, I love that you guys are all doing this, that we're all doing it together. It's been so much fun. Like makes me like want to do our boot camps together just because it's been like straight fire. But we'll have to talk tomorrow about like how we want to strategically like start closing things out Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in that group. I definitely think we should keep the community definitely open, and still keep it popping, but we can chat about that tomorrow. Toddler safe smoothies. Love it. Yep. Okay, so I want to talk to you guys about IGTV. I don't want you to be afraid of it. It's easier than you think. I have the chat up. I don't know if you guys can see I have the chat up, but IGTV is easier than you think. Don't be afraid of it. It's just like Instagram stories, but a little bit longer. So I brought my tripod with me, and what I did is I just recorded a bunch of video clips, and then I used the app Pick Play Post. I'll drop it in the chat right now. You can get like a free month trial of it. And it's super easy to create an Instagram and IGTV and just like smash your videos together and like trim. You can crop your video. So like you could literally go and like press like record on your phone, go walk around, get all set up, start talking, go and hit it again, start it. And then when you put it into Pick Play Post, you can trim the videos and you can trim yourself like touching your phone and walking out from it. I reached out to Ashley Feldison because she makes IGTVs all the time. I'm like, hey, what do you use? Do you use iMovie? And she's like, no, I use Pick Play Post. It was ridiculously easy. And when I did it the night before, I put out on my Instagram, I had people vote for how they wanted the workout delivered to them, if they would rather it just be in a write-up, in an email, in a physical post, in IGTV, and I going live, and way more. Like I had over 30 people vote for IGTV. The next closest was like 11 people. People like IGTVs, you guys. So time to step out of, yeah, Jordan, time to step out of your comfort zone and make an IGTV. It can be funny. You can have Charlie in it. It'll be super cute. I see your face.
Thinking about it, I'm so scared. I'm already like getting hot thinking about it.
You show your face though, like all the time on your stories.
No, but I feel like I delete all the time and then I don't know.
Well,
I skip ahead.
again, I felt kind of ridiculous yesterday, and it just brings me back to like when we first started coaching, like how nervous and afraid we were to like just be on Instagram in general. Like Instagram TV is like that next step. And like I felt really weird yesterday. I felt very self-conscious. I second guessed everything, but it's like, so what Sam Homa kept telling me, she goes, it's your first one. You're just going to keep getting better. And that's, you know, that's what we tell our new coaches all the time. Like you just have to start and you're just going to get better. So it's like a learning curve for us. Any other thoughts? Pretty much almost done. Okay. So at the end of the day, you guys, we're in a relationship business. We have meaningful communities within our team. We have meaningful relationships within our clients and our boot camps. You know, always come back to why did you decide to coach? You know, lean into that positivity during this time. People are looking to you to be that positive, influential light. Lean into personal development right now, lean into each other, lean into this team, be on that mission to serve others. I don't know if you saw in the Boss Babes Mastermind page, if you guys are in that page, Julie Voris posted. Julie Voris is like one of the OG coaches for like years and years and years and years. And she posted that on average a day, about 2,000 people sign up for Beachbody On Demand. Within the last 24 hours, 15,000 people signed up for Beachbody On Demand. 13,000 more people than normal. We are not being annoying. We are not offending people. We are not taking advantage of this situation. We have to serve people. This is our time to freaking shine. Do our invites have to look different? Yes. Do we need to approach invites and conversing with people different? Yes. You need to have a good balance. You need to kind of talk more openly about providing wellness resources and not just blasting out free this, free this, free this. Don't do that. But be sensitive to people's situations, but also know in your heart of hearts that we have something incredible to offer them during this time. And that's our goal with this free group, is hopefully this weekend we are just like signing people up like freaking crazy after this free group is over. So just know your processes are going to look different right now, but by all means, you should not stop inviting. You should not stop spreading this message. You should not take your foot off the gas pedal. This is the time to 1000% lean in, because like, I just feel like it's our time. I feel like this is like, it's Beachbody's time. Like it's our time to freaking shine, you guys. So that's all I have for you guys tonight. Any thoughts before I stop the recording? Anything you guys want to share?
I just have to tell you guys that I heard Carl Deichler on the radio today, advertising, and I was like, what?
Wow. I loved his message on the National Wake Up Call, where he was like, don't be gross. Don't be scammy. Like he was like, do not do what other marketing companies and places are doing. Like don't. So he's awesome. We're very lucky to have him as our CEO for sure. Just catching up on the chat. Cool, you guys. Sorry.